As protests have emerged across the country calling for an end to anti-Black racism, there is also now a push to educate young people as soon as they enter post-secondary learning. A petition has been circulating online calling for universities to make anti-racism courses mandatory for all students. From Ottawa to Guelph and here in Toronto, petitions gaining traction asking universities to help in ending racism in their institutions.
Specifically, with what's going on in the world around us, it kind of sparked the idea that education is definitely a factor that needs to be implemented to fight anti-racism and oppression within our society.
Janae Jones-Haywood started this petition asking the University of Toronto to show it supports its students of color and wants to work on the progression of an anti-racist educational environment. The idea comes after a friend in Guelph started a similar petition for her university.
This is an experience that doesn't only occur in the States. This is an experience that we find in our education system. You know, a system that is supposed to be pushing forward the future generation and teaching us how to operate within this world.
As of Wednesday afternoon, the petition on change.org garnered 4,900 signatures in 7 days, with many leaving comments like "glad to see this change" and "the new generation should and must be educated on this issue."
You feel very conflicted because on one side you feel amazing that everybody is supporting and really thinks that this is also necessary to have in our education systems. But at the same time, you feel very upset by the fact that so many of us have experienced racism within our public institutions where they're supposed to push forward the future generations.
Jones-Haywood says the goal would be for the course to cover topics like institutional racism and the intergenerational trauma experienced by Black and Indigenous people. She says it should be mandatory for all students, but would encourage staff to also take the course.
I just hope that over time, people continue to sign the petitions, people continue to support and donate and really demand that our education system put their foot in the water and get started on these anti-racism and anti-oppression discourses within the public school system, not just at the university level. That's too late. Our children need to be learning these things.
CityNews reached out to the University of Toronto to see if this is something they're considering, but we did not receive a response by deadline.